Hello everybody and welcome back to Big Bang Crypto. My name is Sam. Thanks for watching this video, guys, taking the time. I want to get straight into it, but one more time, guys, if you're new to this channel, subscribe, leave a like if you like this content. This really helps the channel, you know it, so please do it if you like the content. And also join our amazing Discord community, guys. You find the link in the description. This is how it looks like. We have a lot of things going on there, as you can see. Also, we have our bot group, the experts there that are really working on the bot and doing some really amazing things there. So if you like that, definitely join. And here you can see this is my part here where I bring those updates. And as you can see, there has been a lot of things going on in the last days. And something very important that I said here is that I changed my mind from bearish to bullish currently. I think that the chance is very high that we are going to go up from here. And in this video, I want to talk about this. And also, I want to show you some really good looking altcoins that I'm watching like a shark right now. And I want to show you these altcoins. So definitely watch this video till the end. Alright guys, so now why am I so bullish here? I want to talk about this right now, and for that we have to take a look at this chart. You've seen this chart in my previous videos, and I've always been talking about this part here where I said that if we fall below this part, then I think that things are not looking good anymore for Bitcoin, and the bears have to control. We're going to go down from here. This was at $34,000. I also said this in our Discord where I said that $34,000 is the key for me. And as you can see, we've bounced from that level now for 3 months. This is the monthly chart. 3 months we've been really fighting with that level, finding support there, and now finally we are about, or it looks like we found support, and we're going to go up here. Now the target, if we really start moving up here, guys, as you can see, this is the curve that I've been showing you many times. If we really go up, then this curve tells us that it's not that easy to get above $100,000, all right? So there are a lot of people thinking that we will see $100,000, and as you can see, well, it depends on when we will reach this curve here. If we reach it sooner, then you can see that we're definitely not going above $100,000. But we have to wait and see how fast Bitcoin moves up, and then of course I will bring an update about that. Now, as you can see down here on this RSI, we have the moment now where Bitcoin is trying, or the RSI is trying to break this resistance. I think that this is also a very important sign here that Bitcoin is trying to get above this resistance. Now let's see how the month April will close, and if we can really get through this resistance, this will definitely be important to really be 100% bullish. But of course, if we fall below $34,000 and then the $28,000 level, then things, are really looking bullish. And I talked about this in my previous video a lot. So I hope you watch that video. If not, definitely take a look to see what I've been talking about, because if you remember, I said that the bear market pattern is repeating, and it was looking like that, right? But now that we've found support here, well, I have to say that I'm more bullish, and it really looks like if things are about to turn around, and then we could talk about a W pattern here with making a higher low here. All right, so this is really bullish. If this is the case and we really move up to $60,000 and we can break this all-time high here, then of course people will go crazy. But then this could be a bull trap, right? So because this curve, depending on when we will reach this curve, it could be a bull trap. and there are a lot of people thinking that we're definitely going above $100,000, and then Bitcoin fools everybody, or the most people, and turns around and comes back down. So this is something that we really have to take or pay attention when the time has come. Now there is also this chart that I've showed you many times. Now, what I don't like currently about a weekly chart is that the 21 weekly moving average is crossed below the 55 moving average. This is not the best sign. Of course, we have some times when it doesn't mean that we will see a continuation. You can see that when at this example, when it closed below, Bitcoin was already moving up, and so you can see that it crossed above again here, and Bitcoin turned really bullish. So something like that could happen. Now, what I don't like is that, for example, at this point, this is our last bear market, when the 21 crossed below the 55 moving average, price was very close to this intersection point, right? And then it started to go down, and currently we're seeing something very similar. So this is of course not the best. Now, something that could happen is that we go down one more time to this level here, which is at $41,800. So we see a retest, and then it starts to come back up and goes to this resistance up here. So something like that could happen, because of course there are a lot of people or some people who think that this is bearish and start to short here or sell their Bitcoins, and so price will see a correction down here, although this would be a healthy one like we've seen here. So it went up, it came down, retested this level, and then continued to move upwards, right? So this is something that I'm definitely keeping an eye on. So yeah, now what I don't like about this yellow box, I don't know if you remember me talking about this yellow box. I said that whenever we reach the high or the all-time high for the cycle, we have something like this yellow box, and this is resistance for a long time until we really come back and break it after a very long time. Now, what I don't like about this currently is that Bitcoin is jumping inside and outside of this box a few times now. So it might be the case that this is not the real box here for this cycle, and it's going to be up there somewhere. Right? Now, I hope you remember me talking about this weekly bull market support here, guys. Right? I said we fell below this one, and this has always been the start of the bear market. Now, of course, it's important to know, is this the real line, right? Is this the correct one? On the other side, I think the probability is high for this one to be the right one. And what is interesting here, when we take a look at history, whenever Bitcoin broke below this line, it always came back up to retest it. So this is in 2011. You see it fell below it, came back up, retested it. This is in 2014, fell below it, came back up, pretty explosive in my opinion, retested it, and then the correction continued, and then we have this example in 2018. It fell below the weekly support, fell down, came back up for a retest, didn't reach it at that time, but it came back up, it tried to come back up, and the bear market continued. And now something that could happen here is that we come back up to retest this line here. So let's have a look here, guys. If this is the case and Bitcoin comes up to this level, you see the price targets, you see that we're going up to $80,000-$90,000 depending on how fast Bitcoin comes up. I mean, of course, if it really goes straight up here, then we're talking about $68,000, $69,000. I don't think that this is going to happen, so it will take some time. And if it takes some time, then you see that we will reach approximately $86,000, $88,000, $90,000. And what I like about that is if we take a look at this chart here, that if we really go up like this here, you see the price target that we reach when we test this curve is $88,000, $90,000. So if it goes up like this, then this also makes sense. This target here also makes sense. So there we have two different charts showing us the same level. So this gives it a higher probability. Yeah, and on this chart, guys, well, there are a lot of lines. I hope it's not too confusing, but this is a strategy where I said that I try to connect important points of the 144 moving average, the support and resistance levels of the 144 moving average. This is this yellow moving average here. These are the support and resistance levels. And as you can see, whenever the 144 crossed its own support, it went down to the next support, and it went down to the next support, and it went down to the next support. And this is really interesting. So you can see this is not just one time, this is now happening for many times. And I showed you this with the historical price movement, where I said that these moving averages tend to move to the next support whenever they cross a support, right? For example, at this this line is not correct. Sorry, guys. Let's do it like this. All right, I'm making a little bit. Yeah. All right. So you can see. Well, it crossed this one. It moved to the next one, and so on and so on, until it found support on one of these lines, right? And you can see that this one is very similar to this one, and the price action afterwards is also similar. Now, what is important here, guys? If Bitcoin, if the 144 moving average crosses below this support here, which is at approximately $43,000, $42,000, $41,000, depending on how fast it comes down. If it falls below this level, well, then I have to say that things are more bearish again. But currently, I think with this move here, it looks like if the 144 moving average will turn around here and find support. So this is how it looks like currently. Of course, we have to wait and see, but it really looks good. And I mean, it is so interesting to see how price is really moving around this support here, right? This is really interesting for that one. So I'm really excited to see what happens there. But just to give you a time, if it stays like this, and we just imagine that this will go down like this, then we will have the context somewhere at the end of April. If it goes down like this, somewhere at the end of April, beginning of May, then we definitely know if the 144 crossed below this one or not. All right, so this is it for Bitcoin, guys. Before I forget it, finally, if you remember this RSI that I've showed you many times, talking about when we're in a bear market and bull market. So as you can see, whenever we fall below this red line, things get very dangerous, and it was below this line, right? You can see that there's a huge red candle, but Bitcoin, or the RSI, immediately came back up and now retested this green line, and this green line is the key, in my opinion, for a continuation of what seems to be happening right now. This is the key. If the RSI is able to get above this green line, then guys, yes, it's really looking good. I mean, just to show you an example, look at this whole move here. What is going on with this green line? Whenever we see a retest of this green line, this bull market really takes off, right? As you can see, it's really taking off. And whenever we fall below this green line, you can see what happens afterwards. We're really seeing some corrections, heavy corrections at the end, falling below this red line. And or here like this, we're seeing a retest. We have a huge green candle, seeing a retest, not able to get above it, and it comes back down immediately. So this is really a very important line here, and so I'm waiting for the RSI to come up here, seeing a retest, and then moving upwards, crossing above this red line. Well, and getting above this red line means that we're really facing the parabolic action. Right? But it's really looking good here, right? So this is also a proof for the bullish scenario. All right, guys. So now finally at the end, I want to show you some altcoins that I think are looking very, very good at the moment. And I want to start with Tether. What is interesting is that Tether, Sand, or whatever, all these NFT metaverse coins are looking really bullish after a huge run-up with huge news, and then seeing a huge correction coming really down heavily. I mean, if we make a measurement, then we can see that this is a 85% correction. I mean, this is heavy. And now, after all this time, Tether broke above this resistance here, and I think that no matter what, this is very bullish. This is very bullish. Of course, if the market collapses and we get some very bad news, then of course we're going to see it going down here. But if things stay normal, and please focus, normal, so I'm not talking about a huge news, then this is enough for me to say that Tether will definitely come up here to these levels again. So this is really looking good. So it already broke out, and something that we could be waiting for is a retest here, or it gets above this 144 moving average on the daily chart, stays above it, and then starts to move up, and then I think it's a very good trade. The next one is DOT, and what I like about DOT here, guys, is that it is giving us higher highs and higher lows. So we have this high here, we have this low, we have a higher high, we have a higher low, which by the way is all looking like a W pattern. So I wouldn't be surprised to see DOT coming back up to the $50 level. If this market continues with the bullish news, then DOT has a high chance for really taking off. And DOT, you all know it, is a very good project. So there's a lot of things going on in this ecosystem. So wouldn't be surprised to see DOT coming back up to these levels and retesting it. And if it can get above this level here at $55, then I think, guys, we have to talk about $100 for DOT. BNB moving inside of this triangle here. Currently, we can see it found support here on the daily chart and is now starting to move up again. So I wouldn't be surprised to see it somewhere at $650 if the market continues like that. Also broke above this resistance here and now starting to take off. I mean, you can see this is a nice candle here on the daily. So it seems to be a lot of buying pressure here. This one is definitely a good one in my opinion, and Binance, you all know it, they are like everywhere in every niche of the market. So I think Binance is definitely a project that has the potential to test $1,000 and somewhere in the future to break above $1,000. Next one, ADA. You can see that ADA broke above the resistance here and is also looking good. So there might be a retest of this level here of the dollar. I could imagine testing the dollar and then coming to a $1.50, and as soon as it will be above $1.50, I think it's going to retest the all-time high. So definitely keep an eye on ADA, looking really good here. Shiba coin. This one, I think also you can say broke out, so we're getting here a higher low, and I wouldn't be surprised to see it coming up to this level here. And for Shiba, I think if it goes above 4 cents, guys, then Shiba has the potential to really take off and do something crazy. You can see that this is just vertical, so Shiba has the potential to do some really crazy things, and you can see that we're getting here a higher low on the daily chart, so it's really looking good in my opinion. I wouldn't be surprised to see Shiba really taking off. Next one is Phantom, which is giving us this nice formation here with the the triple bottom, or however you want to call it. And I think I wouldn't be surprised to see Phantom, also a very good project, coming up to the all-time high here again, trying to get above it, because it found some nice support down at this level. So it makes sense to me that it comes back up. Also, if we look at this resistance here, it broke above the resistance. There is really interest right now, so I wouldn't be surprised to see Phantom going up. And the next one is Sand. Sand, also very similar to Tether, broke above this resistance here and found support down in this region, so I wouldn't be surprised to see it really taking off. Sand, you know it, guys. This is one of those metaverse projects that have high potential, a lot of interest. IOTA, look at this crazy triangle. It's crazy triangle, and currently it is trying to get back inside of this triangle. And if it breaks above this resistance here, I mean, look, when this resistance started, it was in April 21. So if it breaks above this resistance, guys, I am pretty sure that IOTA is going to take off like crazy. And that's it, guys. That's it. 21 minutes. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please hit the like button right now, guys. If you like the content, let me know in the comments. Join our Discord, and I wish you a beautiful weekend. See you soon, guys. Bye.